Happy morning, students. Last class we have discussed about separation of a mixture by using sublimation, centrifugation, and solvent extraction. So today we are see about simple distillation, fractional distillation, and chromatography. So let's see about one by one. First one is simple distillation. It is a separation method. Simple distillation is a separation method. We get various forms of fuel like petrol, diesel from crude oil. So let us now learn about distillation. The simple distillation is used for separation of mixture containing two miscible liquids. Two miscible liquids which have sufficient difference in their boiling points, because when we heat the mixture, one of the liquids start boiling. Initially the liquid with the lesser boiling points in the mixture will evaporate first, and there the second liquid start evaporating. Let us now understand distillation in detail with the help of an experiment. First, take the mixture salt water in a distillation flask. This is the distillation flask, and fit with a thermometer. This is a thermometer. We arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. So, first we arrange the apparatus in this model. Now, heat the mixture, slowly keeping a close watch at the thermometer. The pure water starts vaporizing and it condenses in the condenser. So, first we heat the mixture. Slowly the pure water starts vaporizing and it condenses in the condenser. The salt is now collected in a vessel and the pure water is left being distillation flask. This is the distillation flask. In this way, we can separate the seawater in many countries. If the two miscible liquids of a mixture have a different boiling points less than 25 K. So, this is the simple distillation method. Next, we use fractional distillation process to separate them. An easy way to separate a mixture of miscible liquids is by a process that is simple distillation. In this process, a liquid mixture is separated on the basis of the boiling points of the constituents. The liquid with the lower boiling point is distilled out first, followed by the liquid with the higher boiling point. This ensures that the second component retains its liquid state even when the first liquid vaporizes. But if the boiling points of the liquids have a very small difference, the vapor obtained will be a mixture. In such a case, the mixture will not be separated properly. In this simple distillation method, so the simple distillation method not work properly in the separator by a mixture. So to separate the liquids with a smaller difference in boiling points, we need a different process, that is fractional distillation. We need a different process, that is fractional distillations. Fractional distillations follows the same principle as simple distillation, but the difference lies in the experimental setup. So the difference lies in the experimental setup. So the fractional distillation involves an additional equipment, that is a fractionating column. This is the differ from the simple distillation. There is no for the simple distillation method, only for the fractional distillation method, that is a fractionating column. It is the fractional distillation method used to separate crude oil. It is also used to separate different components of air. The first step is used to liquefy air. This is done by compressing and cooling. Liquid air is then heated and allowed to move up through the fractionating column. Depending on the boiling points, the components of air are separated at different sides of the column. So, this is the fractional distillation setup. First one is simple distillation method. This is a separation method to separate the two miscible liquids which have a sufficient difference in their boiling points. So next one is fractional distillations. This is the same as for the simple distillation first, but fractionating column means from the simple distillation method. The next one is chromatography. We learn chromatography. Before that, we learn about what is adsorption and absorption. Adsorption is the phenomena of accumulation of one substance over the surface of the other. So, the substance which is being adsorbed, that is adsorbate. Adsorbate. And the surface on which it is being adsorbed, that is adsorbent. Adsorbent. So, adsorption is the accumulation of one substance over the surface of the other. The substance which is being adsorbed, that is adsorbent, adsorbate, and the surface on which it is being adsorbed, that is absorbent. So next one is absorption. Next one is absorption. The substance uniformly distributed through the bulk of another substance. So uniformly distributed throughout the bulk of another substance. This is absorption. Now see about what is chromatography. This is the important technique and used to laboratories, pharmacy, etc. So let's see about chromatography. Chroma means color. Chroma means color. Earlier this technique used to separate compound based on color. It is separation of mixture by passing it in solution through a medium in which the components moves with different rates. So chromatography means that separate the compounds based on the colors. Separation of mixture by passing it in solutions through a medium in which the components move with the different rates. The chromatography classified into different categories. Different categories. First one is absorption chromatography. Absorption chromatography. The next one is partition chromatography. Partition chromatography. The next one is thin layer chromatography. Thin layer chromatography. Fourth one is paper chromatography. First one is absorption chromatography. Second one is partition chromatography. Third one is thin layer chromatography. Fourth one is paper chromatography. The last one is paper chromatography is simple and easiest type. So we have given in the paper chromatography. Now we see about paper chromatography. It is very simplest and most widely used chromatography techniques because of its applicability in isolation, identification and quantitative determination of organic and inorganic compounds. First, we have taken a sample mixture in black ink. Black ink is applied to a piece of little pepper, that is chromatographic pepper. The edge of the pepper is immersed in a solvent. So the edge of the pepper is immersed in the solvent and the solvent moves up the pepper by capillary action. So the solvent moves up the pepper by capillary action. We are separate the colors. So this is the paper chromatography. The first the paper chromatography is discovered by 1961 by Sean Benn. Sean Benn is discovered by paper chromatography. Paper chromatography is defined as the technique in which the analysis of unknown substance is carried out mainly by flow of solvent on the specially designed filter paper. Today we are discussed about what is simple distillation for an experiment. Next one is fractional distillation. The next one is the chromatography. What is chromatography? And the types of paper chromatography we will discuss about. Thank you.